Hey, this is OJ from Money Mind channel. When I start this channel, the goal of this channel is to educate, raise awareness about financial, because I do believe in our society, a lot of people are deprived from this knowledge, and as I receive more knowledge about finance, about investing, about knowledge about money in general, I felt it's my duty actually to pass this knowledge. What's the use of knowledge if you don't pass it to other people? That's the main goal for me in this channel. So if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, because I'll be downloading more videos, and every time I download the video, you'll be the first one to get notified, so you can watch more. You can ask more questions if you have any question, if you need to learn anything, or if you agree with something, you don't agree with something. Always leave your comment, because those comments will not only not only educate me, or not only those comments actually help spread the knowledge, because from those comments, as I've noticed, actually raise more awareness of certain things that I don't know, or other people in watching this channel don't know. So let's get to a topic. Today's topic is four myth that I believe most people believe, and this because of this belief, I think most people become even more poor because of this belief. So let's get to these four beliefs, and I have notes here, so I'll be reading one by one. So I'll start with number one. Man is root of all evil. I don't know where this came from, by the way. I think it came actually from Bible, and the original text says, for the love of money is the root of all evil. For the love of money is not actually money, it's for the love of money. So my observation is, when I've lived in many cities in North America, United States, Canada, and every place you ever lived, you would see the poor neighborhood. The most crime actually happen in the poor neighborhood. It's not the rich neighborhood. In the rich neighborhood, you won't even see cops. Most places where there's a poor people, there are more crime. Go to Chicago, for example. The most shooting happen in the poor neighborhood. So the more the poor, the more the crime. So I really dispute this myth about money is the root of all evil. I think the poorer you are more likely to commit crime in order to gain certain advantage. For example, if if you're poor, you can pay rent. You're gonna have to find a way to make money. For example, if you can feed your kid, you're gonna have to find a way to feed your kids. And you're gonna do all bunch of things, including crime, including selling drugs, including all type of crime. Do rich do crime? Yes, they do, but majority don't. Majority of poor people do crimes. Look at your friends. Who is more to betray you? Who is most likely to betray you? Poor people who betray you because they want to get advantage. For example, if you work with someone who is your co-worker, is more likely to betray you in order to get advantage of him being promoted in the job, rather than someone who is already boss. He's already rich, he doesn't need that promotion. But the person who is poor will do anything to get promoted, to get more money. So I personally don't believe in this myth. So that's myth number one. We're going to myth number two about money that keep you poor. Rich people are greedy. Rich people are greedy, and rich people are bad people. For my understanding, for my researches I've done, actually, rich people, they're not poor. You know who's rich people? You know what rich people? Rich people on Amazon, rich people on iPhones, rich people on Apple, not iPhone, sorry. Rich people on Apple, rich people on Toyota, rich people on Walmart, rich people on all this company, So what rich people, what they want, they would want you to get more money so you can buy their product. By you buying their product, they create more wealth. It's more wealth for them. You know, for example, I've started investing in dividend paying stock. Of course, I'd like more people to go buy things, you know. The more people buy things at Walmart, more people buy things. For example, I mean, I do invest in Starbucks. For example, the more people buying Starbucks, the more Starbucks get a benefit. The more Starbucks get a benefit and revenue, they increase their revenue, the more Starbucks will pay me, you know, in dividend, the more Starbucks will raise, or more likely will raise their dividend. So the rich people always want people to be more successful, because the more people are success, the more people become financial, they have financial means of buying things, the more rich people get richer. And the more they want people to be well, you know, to have more money. So talking about, oh, rich people, you know, rich people are greedy, rich people this is all myth that actually keeps us, you know, keeps more people more poor. So don't believe this myth. Okay, myth number 3: once poor, you're always gonna be poor. Statistically, you know, majority of all billionaire and millionaire, self-made millionaire, most of them they're self-made, by the way, you know, majority of them, except I read on Fox, what magazine is this? Forbes magazine, Kylie Jenner, she's self-made. No, that I dispute. That I don't agree with that. So I mean, Kylie Jenner, she was born in, you know, in this prestigious family, and you know, they got money. She's not self-made. But let's start with you know, the most people that you guys know, Bill Gates. Bill Gates is self-made. He's number 2 right now, I think, in the world. You know, there's Jeff Bezos, the guy who owns Amazon. You know, there is Warren Buffett. They all these people, they're self-made. They start from bottom. They become billionaire, and these are just billionaire. There's a lot of millionaire. You know, Chris Hogan. You know, he hosts Dave Ramsey show. He's a self-millionaire. You know, it's a guy that I follow all the time. There are a lot of people that I follow on Money Magazine, on podcast. These people, most of them, they're actually self-made. So they're poor. Once upon a time, they used to be poor. You know, I can look at my example. For example, you know, came from very, very bottom, poor, to now I can say, well, I'm kind of middle. You know, I'm not rich, but you know, so I'm not even close to be rich, by the way. But I mean, like middle class. You know, I come from way far. So the myth of saying once you're poor, you always gonna be poor, I think this is wrong. It's not true, because this actually, if you keep this mind, if you keep this in your mind, you're always gonna think that way, and will make you not think, you know, to prosper, to progress. You know, will always keep your mind, you know, low, thinking, well, I'm already poor, so why would I bother? You know, I will never be poor. That's wrong. You know, you always have to push harder. Most rich people, you know, now I can tell you, 80% of them. This is not something that just came from my, you know, my head. You know, it's just a reality. You know, these people have been asked, these people have been interviewed, and these people have been observed. They all come from really, really poor families. They all really, really poor once, you know, once upon a time. So that's myth number 3. Don't believe this myth. You can be rich, you can be a millionaire, you can be, you know, whatever one. So I have a myth number 4. Actually, this myth is the most talked myth I've ever heard. Like, this is, everybody's talking about this. Every time I always hear about this. Whenever you talk about money, people talk about this. So I was like, oh, so do you wanna hear? Are you ready? This is money will make you happy. This is a myth. And the reason why I'm saying myth, I'm not saying money will make you happy. Money by itself will never make you happy. You know, you can have all the money in the world, but if you have certain things in your life you haven't straightened up, you will never be happy. However, most people, money don't make them happy, not because of money, it's because of perception of money. What For example, I have a job and I need, I'm like, I really need a Lamborghini. I want to buy a Lamborghini. I want to buy like a really nice car. And you buy all this car, you think when you have this car, you'd have a happy. It's more of a material. You just buy a nice car. You want to try to impress people. Yeah, but the first day you buy, everybody will be like, "Oh, nice car, it's really nice, beautiful, blah blah blah." Everybody will be happy. Everybody will be like congratulating you, because you have this car. But as the day as the days goes by, like first day, second day, third day, it becomes normal. Everybody, well, this guy's driving a nice car. That's it. You try to impress people. It's because a lot of people use money as a means to buy material to impress people. In return, most people don't care. People don't give a people don't give a shit. People don't care. That's the thing. In my own example, for example, back in the days, when iPhone came out, iPhone 4, iPhone 5, I mean, every these iPhones are trying to get and I get an iPad, I got a MacBook, I got all these things. You just have too many of them, and you're like, well, I want to use for this, I want to use this for this, I want to use this for this. End of the day, I end up using just iPhone. I don't use computers. I don't use like all these tablet. We keep buying things, and in return, they just become distraction. And that because of distraction, because of perception that we have, that once I have money, I can do this, I can do that. But once you have the money, you find you need more. You need more and more and more. And that's why money don't make most people happy. The way money make me happy is whenever I think that, this is tomorrow is the first. I need to pay rent. I know I have money. I have the money for rent ready. That makes me happy. I know I don't have to worry about money for rent. I know my bills. I pay my cell phone bill 3 months. I know I don't have to worry about paying a cell phone bill because I already paid. I know if I want to make a trip to whatever, I want to fly somewhere, I want to take like my car die down, I don't have to be stressed because I know I have money saved as an emergency fund that I can use that money to fix my car that's broken down. Because of all these things, that make me happy. When I buy things, for example, I'm more into exercise and fitness. When I go out and buy food, that I like organic food. When I know I can buy organic food, I eat food that it's a healthy food. I know I can afford to buy that food. I know I can afford to feed my kids. I can afford to buy things that mean something, the things that are necessary in your life that make me happy. But if you just want money to make you happy for buying material things, for example, want to impress people, that will never happen. And that's the reason I think money doesn't make people happy. It's because most people want to use money as a means to impress people, impress their sweetheart, high school, whatever, sweetheart and all that stuff. But then, end of the day, it's not about the money that will impress those people, And most people don't even care. Whatever you drive, people don't care. So, these are 4 myths that I do believe. These are 4 myths that actually keep more people poor, because people believe in these myths and people actually think, people are, rich people are greedy, rich people are bad, people are evil. Once you're poor, you're always going to be poor. Money will never make you happy. Money will never solve all your problems. It's because people perception, people understanding about money. So if you twist your little mind a little bit, if you twist your mind about money problems, about money perception, I think you will do well in the long run. Thank you very much for watching this video. And I said before, my main goal is to educate or raise the awareness about money, financial investing, so we can all be well in this society. Not let's just have all those rich people, the greedy people we call them. Let's not them have all. Let's have some. Let's have some of what they have. But what they have, they didn't just get from money tree. They actually work harder.